Welcome back to Brush Up Your Game, and I'm David, and this is Mantis. And Mantis in Marvel United is a very different type of character. Heavy on the heroics, almost a support character, if there is such a thing. And I know support has a lot of different meanings in different games, and support in Marvel United doesn't necessarily fall into the game ethos, but you know what? I think Mantis kind of breaks some rules, and here we go. So model pretty good kind of action pose. I like it. Not the best, but looks nice. And Mantis, three moves, three punches, and seven heroics plus a bonus wild. So I like what she's bringing to the table. Double heroic, always a fan of that. Two move heroics, a double punch. So for being pretty heroic, she does have the double punch, which is always nice. One of each single action, we can live. I rag on other characters for that. I'm not going to give her a pass on it. It's not the best, but she has so many other double action cards. And her specials with the wild tend to be enough to enhance the teamwork. We'll talk about that in a minute. Let's get into the specials. So, Psychic Healing. Another hero draws two cards. This is great when you have a leader, a character who's the focus of a mission. A villain like Sabretooth, who's hunting down a character who needs protecting, or who's being targeted. Giving another character that extra health is great. Add Mantis into that team. Eventually, Mantis is going to be the one who's getting hunted, but if you can prevent that, or this card comes up late, Mantis is protecting the character on the last gasp where that character goes down and you lose, well, Mantis is there to make somebody better. I like that. You got to consider more cards, more options. You've got a character, say Squirrel Girl, who is going to win as soon as you play out all those special cards. Mantis is the setup for that piece. Astral Projection. This turn, you can use each action as if you are in a different location. So, a heroic, anywhere on the board. Whatever the previous player gave you, anywhere on the board. Obviously, you want heroics and punches for that. Wilds, of course, always good. But the ability to be somewhere safe, have an end of turn effect on a location where you want to be, and then have these locations on the very spots that need them the most. Hey, this location's going to overflow if we don't do something about it. Great, I got you. That's what Mantis does. Very, very potent. Almost something I say you need to have in the solo play. Worth at least considering. And then Empathetic Manipulation. Being able to cancel any BAM on the next Master Plan card. When you're dealing with the villains who have, well, all 12 BAMs like Green Goblin, dealing with villains who have most BAM effects, or a BAM on most of their cards, this gives you that reprieve that you need. There's almost never a bad time to play it. If you've scouted the next card, looked at it, and you know that a BAM is coming, you can have this in combo and keep an optimal move, even though it has a BAM, and say, okay, fine. Well, yeah, we'll take a good effect, knowing that we don't have the bad penalty, just so we can control where the villain's going to be. So those are the things you have to look at with Mantis, and to have such a potentially really good effect in conjunction with a wild is one of the better special cards out there in the game, at least in my eyes. That's something you just got to play and say, hey, she is pretty good. Here's what Mantis does well. She brings balance to a team. So many teams are high punches, low heroics, and she does the opposite. But in doing that, she still, when she is punchy, she is setting up the next player to be punchy as well. The double punch, she's like, yeah, I got you. You want a punch? Fine. We can be punchy. Got this. And that trade off is great. She's heroic when you need to be heroic. She can get to places where she needs to get. Only thing really missing from her is the double move. And that's a specialist card. She's not a speedster. She shouldn't have double move. So, yeah, I'm on board with Mantis. Again, not somebody you should be running all the time, but somebody who works really well, handles a great variety of villains, and can even handle some of the toughest ones. So, that's my take. Let me know what you think of Mantis, and do you enjoy playing Mantis in Marvel United? Because I do. All right. Thanks for watching. Till next time. Keep brushing up your game. Take care, everybody.